Maybe we should introduce ourselves. I am Z. They're gonna
Can we
introduce
try
yourself.
that again? Can we try that again? All right. Hit scene. All
You're
right.
gonna edit that out, right?
Nope. Take two. This is the Valley Sports
No.
Podcast. I'm McDreamy. This is
And
my counterpart, Z. And
hello,
we're waiting for our third member, Grady.
our brother
He's
from another mother.
probably asleep right now. But he could drop in at any moment. So keep our fingers crossed, hold our breath throughout this segment, and we'll see what happens. So let's
So let's
just
just
rip the Band-Aid off.
you took words right out of my mouth.
Let's talk about the Cardinals.
What happened?
These guys. All right. I was thinking about wearing a paper bag today to the podcast.
And we wouldn't know who you were.
It's okay. You'd be able to hear my velvety voice. You would know. But this was a major catastrophe for the Arizona Cardinals today, who hosted the Tennessee Titans. I think
What were the
they were
two previous
favored.
games? If this is the
Uh,
catastrophe, what were the two previous games?
those were near misses. We call those near misses. They're tolerable. You know, there's an indication that you were right there, and then the other team just took it at the last second. This was the opposite. This is called a meltdown. This is called you choked, you gagged like a dog, Kyler Murray. Yeah. So let's
I love how
let's
it's
get
always
into it.
Kyler Murray's fault.
Who
So
else
yeah,
is it?
well here, what was the whole team? But here's what I was thinking when I was watching the fourth quarter. When I woke up, I was like, oh,
You just
this
fell
game's in
asleep.
hand. I fell asleep in the third quarter. I'm like, what happened? uh, is I think this is kind of the game. Is this the game where Gannon loses the team and probably loses his job?
I don't know if it goes that far. I don't think Gannon is a bad coach. Um, I mean, I haven't seen anything to indicate that the players are not invested in him. But, you know, this was a really bad loss. And obviously, a lot of the blame is going to go on him because, you know, he has the option to make adjustments and, you know, just do something to have a pulse in the second half. You know, it's 21-6 in the first half. And, you know, you were sending me texts thinking, like, oh man, I should have bet the over. The Cardinals are, you know, killing them. It seemed like it. And then I don't know what happened.
Well, that's what I thought was going to happen. You know, it's a blowout, but I never expected this.
Oh, the comeback. Yeah.
Yeah. The
I don't
Titans did,
know.
and then you got the Callahans over there. Great breaks, but they can't coach for shit.
So, I mean, Cam Ward for the Titans, he didn't have any touchdowns, right? I'm not saying
He had
he
an
threw any
interception.
touchdown. He had an interception. Um, you know, I don't know, man. This is like a really bad taste in my mouth. For me, the Cardinals season is over. This was literally it. Week 5. You know, so the first 2 weeks we beat some bad teams. We beat the Saints. Who we play week 2?
Saints and then the Panthers.
And the Panthers, right? And they almost came back in, you know, in this fashion. And then, you know, so we played the Seahawks, the 49ers, and we lost those games you know, at the end, which is understandable. You know, still puts us in a bad place in the division. But this is like you lose to the worst team in the NFL, you know, coached by Tommy Boy Callahan.
Great breaks.
And look, I'm just trying to enunciate my point. I'm heated right now. I'm trying to get
Oh, are
my
we
point
getting
across.
McFlurry?
This is McFlurry hour. Yeah, this is it, man. Like, this is the last time you'll see me in a Cardinals shirt. this year. so so say goodbye to this.
So you're not gonna buy the rivalry jersey?
I'm gonna punt for right now. I'm gonna just this may be a Christmas gift or something, but I'm gonna get a hat. But for now. There's several rivalry edition apparel items that I want, but the jersey's gonna have to wait. So yeah, pretty bad game for the Cards. So you know, Murray got injured at I think what was that, the second quarter or third quarter. So he wasn't
Oh,
ready
when I
for the
was taking
snap.
my nap.
Right. So you were taking your nap, and I had closed my eyes for a second too. I opened them. I missed the play. I saw the replay, so I see the slow motion. Obviously, something happened, some miscommunication. The ball was snapped before Kyler's ready. I just see this slow motion flying football right to the face mask, and it just
I
just
thought you had a
bounces
football
off.
there.
No, it's the best I could do. But yeah, so Kyler, scrambling during that play, and then he leaves the game for I guess a few plays with an apparent foot injury. And he mentioned to the reporter, I think, that they're going to have to look at it, see what happens. But I'm not really sure what happened on that play because I didn't see any injury that potentially happened. I did notice Kyler was a lot less mobile after that, after he came back in. So, pretty concerning for the Cardinals there, especially if Kyler is limited, running the ball, because that's really most of what he does. Um, so I don't know. What else happened? Oh, Demarcado
Oh.
broke away on a 3rd and 1, probably ran, 60 yards,
Then
and
Kyler should have
decides
trapped
that,
him and covered that fumble up to ensure the victory for the
man,
Cardinals.
Demarcado just running the ball is 60 yards into the end zone, and he thinks he ran far enough. He just lets go of the ball like right before the goal line. I actually thought that the ball technically broke the plane when it was on his fingertips, but
Well, did you ever see the end zone? Because the pylons have cameras on them, but they always gave us the angle, so we never saw, along the
yeah.
goal line. And I thought it looked like he at least crossed it with the ball. And that's what the
Well,
commentators were
that's what I'm
saying.
saying. That's what I'm saying, because I mean, at the very least, it was on his fingertips, and I'm not sure that you can say he lost possession if it's still on his fingertips. Because he had the ball. It's not like he just caught it or something and was trying to gain possession first. So that was I didn't like that call, but just a bonehead move by Demarcado. Um, and I mean, you could say that's what lost us the game, if you really wanted to go that way. Ends up being a touchback for the Titans, and you see they came back and won the game. But yeah, the Cardinal season is over. Um, I don't really have much more to say about this. I mean, you lose to the worst team. Your only wins are from bad teams. It's just not a good look. Cardinals are clearly the worst team in the division, and it's going to stay that way. About Gannon, real quick, I still like him. I don't really think he's on the hot seat, but I could realistically start to expect calls for his job towards the end of the season. Kyler, I think he's done. He's got to go. That's it. Um, I'm
Well,
tired of this.
that's preposterous,
You know,
McDree. Or
I
McFlurry,
was considering.
whichever character
Look,
you want.
it's McFlurry right now. I was considering getting the rivalries jersey. I didn't know which player to get, and I was thinking Kyler Murray. I can't do it. I just can't do it. That's gonna have to wait until someone decides to buy me a Christmas present or something. I can't. I'm still pondering my decision on whose jersey I'm gonna get. Maybe it'll be Tillman. You can't go wrong with that. Um, feel like a hero. He was a hero. Um,
You feel good
You
after
know,
even if after the Cardinals lost, you still feel good wearing that jersey.
where you, is that how you feel when they lose and during the
Oh,
past
yeah.
2 weeks?
Yeah. I just put the jersey on, I'm like, "Oh, I feel better."
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's probably good for your health then, at least a stress reducing jersey. But do you have anything on the Cardinals?
Yeah,
Because that's
so
pretty much it for me.
yeah, the reason I asked you, is this the game where, Gannon loses the team? Because you get that 21-6 lead, and you had a total team effort to get that. It wasn't just
Right.
Murray or Harrison or McBride or that defense or the special teams. It's the whole team. And then when it collapsed, it's still that whole team. Because even the special teams, I think there was a kickoff, there was a long run. Yeah, you had the DiMarcado incident where you you have a touchdown, and I never understood why players just they don't cross the goal line and just drop the ball. I mean, I don't. And when I played sports, I guess I just didn't have that mindset. Like you just kind of complete the play, and DiMarcado
Right
on
through
that
the whistle.
long run, he just didn't complete the play. And then he didn't know there was a guy trailing him either. So I guess technically what they were saying was the trailer knocked the ball out of DiMarcado's hand because
Yeah, I didn't really
DiMarcado
see
still
that,
had it.
but
Yeah. And I was like,
Snead was right
okay.
there, but I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was still 21-6. Then that defense, which is a little suspect at times, I guess maybe inconsistent. They still, I thought their first round pick, Nolan was going to play. He didn't. Last year's first round pick,
Mhm.
Robinson, didn't play. So that, what I'm watching is a line that's kind of stagnant. It doesn't get any penetration. It doesn't rush the quarterback very well. I don't even know if there was any sacks in the game today.
Yeah, I think
They-
they just kind of contain pretty well.
oh,
They're decent at
actually,
that.
I'm wrong. There was a Josh Sweat sighting, so he actually had two. Because I did watch a sack. I did watch one of his sacks. I was like, oh, he showed up.
Yeah.
Cool.
You woke up briefly to
Yeah.
see that.
Like, I'm like that. Have you seen that
Oh.
meme where the guy's waking up and I see his sweat sacking Ward? But I don't think it's all on Kyler. I mean, he's part of it. And I keep saying this that Kyler or the Cardinals with Kyler are better than the Cardinals without because who are you going to put in to replace him? Um, I do think that the offensive coordinator, I think his name's Pelsic,
Petzik, yeah.
he's probably going to get fired, if anything, because I think there's
Sure,
got
he's
to
been getting a
be
lot of heat.
a sacrificial lamb. You can't have many games like this and expect to keep that locker room. And so, I'd like to thank Jerry Glanville for probably the best soundbite ever. You know what the NFL stands for? Not for long when you have games like this. So I don't think it was just one guy. It was like a total team collapse. And
That's
after
fair.
the Niners, after the Seahawks game, they lost those two games back to back. They're done in the division. So pretty much that is, not achievable. And the way the Niners are playing, you know, even
Jeez.
catching up to them is not going to happen.
They got
But
2 quarterbacks,
yeah,
They
do they?
yeah, Mac Jones.
I think,
Not for long.
yeah, yeah, I think
Um,
Shanahan's going to have to make a choice. He's, hey, I'm winning with this guy. So, um,
yeah,
but
okay, I mean, so you think they're gonna stick with Mac Jones?
I
Just
think
real
if
quick.
Purdy comes back and they don't win, so they lost against the Jaguars. If Purdy doesn't I mean, it doesn't. I don't think it even matters if he has like a statistically good game. They just need the win, and that's what Mac Jones gives him. He just wins, and that's what Shanahan. That's what the fans want. Purdy's playing with expectation now, so I think he's got that pressure kind of built in because he's getting paid now. The team had to
Yeah.
make a lot of adjustments to take on his increased salary. So
I
uh,
mean, how much
I
is
didn't think
Mac
they were going
Jones
to do
getting
it.
paid?
Whatever the probably minimum is. I mean, he's probably still making a couple of million, if you know,
Okay.
three to five,
So you so
three
you're
to five
saying
million.
next week you're saying next week when Purdy comes back and they
No,
go to Tampa.
here's what's gonna happen. It's the same thing that happens in basketball. Hey, why don't you just take this next game off? Just make sure you're good when you come back, okay? And then we're gonna see what we got with this guy.
Yeah.
If he's good,
Hey,
then we're gonna.
how's your toe feeling? Oh, good, good. No, are you sure? Nah, just take the week off. It's all right.
Do you really
Just
like San Francisco? Do you like playing here?
it's gonna be fun. But they do play in Tampa next week, and Tampa's for real.
Who, the
So
Cardinals?
I don't know. No, Tampa. I'm talking about the 49ers.
Oh, the
Anyways, let's
Niners.
go back.
Right.
Yes, let's go back to the Cardinals. You have anything else about this game before we look ahead to next week?
No, that was pretty much it. I think that Gannon's gonna have to make a move on one of his coaches. Like the offensive coordinator is probably gonna have to get cut,
Yeah.
job, and then they're gonna have to try to keep this locker room engaged. Because you get 3 losses like this. I mean, they've all been last second field goals, so it's 3 straight, you know, last play losses. That's tough.
Well, I think this was so much different because this was not just the last play. This was the whole half, the whole second half. Nothing happened, and then the Titans were just creeping their way back into it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and last second field goal.
Oh, yeah, I
Do you
did
think
have
it's
one more thing that I wanted to bring up. So, you remember, Coach Krzyzewski from, Duke, Coach K? So
of course
he had these plays that he would call, like motivation plays, so it would motivate the team. Um, he kind of likened motivation to like I don't know, like a snowball going down a hill, and it just kinda gathers, extra snow,
momentum
and it
gets
just kinda, yeah,
bigger?
momentum. So, it could be like a 3, it could be a alley-oop, these types of plays that energize the whole team. So, could there be, like, a reverse to that? Like this DeMarcado play where he had a touchdown, and then it just, you know, it got taken away. Could that be a play where it just kinda snowballed
Mm.
the other way, and the Cardinals just they couldn't do any, it's like offense, defense, special teams, everybody just kinda was like phoned it in, and which is, that's human nature. That's happened to me, especially like playing pickup basketball. Like you think you beat a team and all of a sudden they just have a run and it's like, oh, you can't stop it. I've had that happen
Yeah.
to me.
Well, that's definitely all true and very real. As far as taking away your momentum, just deflating the team.
Yeah.
And one of the problems that I see with the Cardinals, they don't really have any like leaders to kind of rally the rest of the team, any outspoken players. And I would expect it to be Kyler Murray,
Yeah.
but it's clearly not him, So they don't really have
Yeah.
anyone like that to get them back in the games, say, pay attention, we'll get back on it, game's not over.
Yeah.
And
Maybe he just has
Gannon's
to
not
work on his
really, Gannon's
leadership.
doesn't have that much energy either. So I don't know. That's pretty concerning,
Oh,
for
did
them.
you see all the there was a bunch of stats about all the Ohio State receivers. Like, I don't know, I was watching Red
Yeah.
Zone, so they kept shooting up all these, he was Ohio State. He was Ohio State receiver. He was, there's like 5 of them. And I think we had like
Mhm.
the worst. The Cardinals have
Yeah.
the worst one, Harrison. Yeah. It's like, wow, that's cool. That guy's from Ohio State. All right. And we got
Well,
Harris.
yeah, I don't wanna be hard on Harrison because I actually thought he had a pretty good game. Um, he had,
I'm just gonna
I
look in
think
his
he
stats
should have
real
had a
quick.
touchdown, the first, touchdown of the game, but they ended up
Oh yeah, that jump ball.
calling it at the one. Yeah, that was a pretty athletic play by him. I thought he did pretty well. He's obviously getting some heat out there, but I think he's a pretty
Yeah,
solid player.
yeah.
They were
He didn't.
talking about the game though, about how his energy level is different now from 3 weeks ago, where I guess he's a lot happier now. He has energy, happy to be here. It's like,
The
he
commentator
wasn't
or
feeling like that.
the coaching
It's
staff.
what like one of the sideline reporters was saying during the game.
Mhm.
I was like, was he like not happy to be here 3 weeks ago? I don't know. Yeah, that's not a good sign, but
No, it's
he
not.
looks great though. Mm. Um,
Yeah, Harrison
yeah,
had
that's
he
really
almost had like
all I have to
100
say.
yards. He only had 4 catches though. 4 catches to get 98 yards. I was like, damn. All right.
Mm,
I still think he should have had a touchdown though. That last one. I didn't really catch the
yeah,
replay though.
yeah, no, me too. But just a bad game for the Cardinals. Um,
Yeah,
let's look ahead to next week,
yeah. They got the
where the
Colts.
Cardinals are going to Indianapolis. Uh, You know Indianapolis well from, earlier today. We'll get to that later. But, this is
Yeah, yeah.
exactly what I feared with the Cardinals. I mean, especially if, like, like you said, they fire their offensive coordinator. It's like, are you just gonna pick up another one off the street and you're gonna go into Indianapolis with Indiana Jones and take care of business there? They've been killing people, like, uh, so I think the Cardinals are just going to lose next week, really, no matter what they do. I don't believe in this team anymore for this year. I think it's a wrap. Um,
Any given
but
Sunday. Come on,
yeah,
McFlurry.
no, this is mixed snowball, and the snowball is rolling up the hill. It's getting smaller. It's
You're like, I'd like, can you stop
the
the
reverse
wagon, please?
snowball.
I'd like to get off.
Exactly.
uh,
That's
yeah, I'm
it's
not
about it.
ready to. I mean, as far as the division goes, I think that's done. But
It
as far as like
yeah.
maybe getting a wild card, I think this would be kind of like their the game where they get it together. And I want to see if Robinson and Nolan play, and then maybe playing a better team would help them, I guess, kind of keep engaged. Because I think the problem with playing these sub 500 teams, they're not as good. They jump out to a lead, and it's like, oh, we can do whatever. We can walk the football across the goal line. Nobody's behind me, gonna knock it out. I'm just gonna let go of right before I pass the goal line. And I think um, this could be one of those games where they actually kind of put it together because finally nobody believes in them. I think it's just maybe what this team needs is tough love.
But they're getting a lot of it. And it's I don't think it's gonna help.
They're gonna get a
Especially not
lot.
Murray. Murray doesn't strike me as someone who does better when they're getting yelled at. Um, but let me read you a stat real quick. The
That
Cardinals are the
time.
Titans' only win.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's all I have to say about that. There's nothing for me. There's no inspiration, silver lining from this for the Cardinals. The Titans are the worst team in the
Mhm.
NFL, and we just completely melted down in the second half. We were killing them in the first. The second half, I don't know. We said we don't want to play anymore. So that
Mhm.
doesn't. It's not good for me. That's
Yeah.
it. I don't
Yeah,
think
and I
they're making the
guess
playoffs.
yeah, kinda like how you're saying this is it for them. They're gonna go to Indy, get smashed. But I'm looking at it the other way, like this game will probably um, make 'em can it make them go the other way? Can it, unify this team and then make them understand, when they're on the road, especially, there's it's just them, they gotta rely on each other. Will it bring them together, or will it break them apart? And so that's kind of why I'm saying that, um, Gannon is probably gonna have to offer up a sacrificial lamb, his offensive coordinator, and I'm not saying that, um, he's doing anything bad. I think they had some injuries because I think Benson didn't play either. So
No,
Connor is out for the
he's an
year.
IR.
He left, Benson didn't play. So it was DeMarcado that got a lot of the touches. Um,
Yeah,
yeah. Well,
and
actually, no, it was Carter. Carter got it.
yeah, Carter, and
Then they
there's some new
actually
guy,
started running the
Bam.
ball more. They did run the ball a lot more. So that was nice to see. And then, we'll see when they go to Indy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Well, I
Um,
didn't think you were
all right,
recording. So
I recorded that. Yeah.
speaking of the next Cardinals opponent, this is Raiders Corner. This is Z with Raiders Corner, probably the last one. I don't know this year.
No,
Something
there's many more.
interesting is that Carroll was quoted as saying, "I didn't think we were going to be like this. I thought we were going to come out of the gates winning." And I was like, "No, no, you were not false. I knew this." And this
Great
is why,
titles.
yeah, this is why I don't buy current players' jerseys. This is probably why I won't buy a jersey for a while with the Raiders. It's because they're going to ask for trades. So look for Crosby to ask for a trade. Look for I don't know who else is good on that team that could
Geno
demand a
Smith.
trade.
Gino, what if I got you a crisp Geno
No,
Smith jersey?
no, false. Yes, I mean they kind of hang. They were with him like what for a
34
quarter,
plays.
and it just kind of snowballed. But the Raiders are a bad team. You can run a little bit, and then you know you have a penalty, or you can throw it a little bit, and then you have a penalty. It just totally throws off your drive. And this is one thing I kind of wanted to bring up: the holding yardage. So, do you think holding should be 10 yards? Because it just seems like if you get a holding penalty, it just like your drive is done just about
Kills your possession. Yeah.
unless you have a top four quarterback. It's like,
No, I'm fine with it. I'm fine.
all right, so I
You
get
didn't like the holding penalties.
huh? I'm just thinking about it because I mean 10 yards, that's a lot. And then if it's
I know.
like if it's third down, you're you're screwed. But let me see. I mean, Gianti, he kind of came back to earth. I didn't think he was all that. Crosby, I guess, he did maybe I heard his name one or two times. But you know what I did?
Mm.
After at the
What
half,
did you do?
I was like, you know what? I think this game is done. I think it's done. And then
No.
my wife had some items to take to Goodwill. So I took those to Goodwill, and then the kids were hungry, and I
Did
got
you take
something
the Raiders to Goodwill?
I got something to eat. And that's what I did with
Okay.
and I go into the uh the Mexican place that I went to in Los Favoritos, and there's
Oh.
some people with jerseys in there, and they're looking at me, and I'm probably the only one that felt embarrassed wearing a Raiders jersey. Oh God,
Oh,
we suck.
yeah.
They selected a running back a year too soon. They probably should have gotten another offensive lineman and just use Mozart, the guy from formerly
Mostert.
of the Dolphins, and hey, just use him as a running back, and then get an offensive line, build your lineup, and then it also hurts that they had to cut Wilkins. I mean, that really hurt their defense because I thought with
Mhm.
Wilkins they could have been almost like a dominant defense, and now they're sad. I have no need to watch this team play anymore this year. You know what they made me
Hey,
do? You know what they made me do? I
what's
forgot
that,
I did
Z?
this too. I changed the channel and I watched stupid Broncos, and I'm a Raider fan, so I watched
Mm.
Broncos Eagles. That's what this team made me do.
Why would you wanna watch either of those teams?
What,
That's
Broncos and
awful.
Eagles? That's actually a pretty good game.
No, it's it's like I have no investment within the division. I hate both those teams anyways. So, um, yeah, but I mean, look, there's still hope. There's a silver.
Wait a minute. How can you have hope for the Raiders and you totally write off the
Hold on.
Cardinals?
Hold on. Random stranger here talking to a Raiders fan. There's still
If you were
hope.
in this room, I'd put you
Actually,
right in the face.
stranger wearing Cardinals shirts to a Raiders fan. The Raiders are 1-4. You know who else is 1-4? The Tennessee Titans. And they just beat the Cardinals. So there's still hope. If you're a Tennessee Titans fan or a Raiders fan, just keep looking up.
Yeah,
Sun's going to be out the next day.
but I mean,
Wear your jersey.
I'm watching bad football. You know what I did? I put them on just one screen. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna really watch this game, and I'm gonna pay attention to what they're doing. And I was like, oh my god, they fucking suck.
Your eyes started burning.
It's like, no, I want to watch. I don't want to watch bad football. I only have like a day
I
to
know,
watch
it's the
football.
worst.
That's why I changed the channel. Hey, I'm gonna just watch stupid Broncos and Eagles play. And
Yeah.
that's what I did. And I did all my errands on the second half. So this
Now,
this
there's
is
quite a bit of
why
bad football today.
yeah, this is why I wasn't like really invested, I guess, the last couple of years in this Raiders team. But I think Grady actually inspired me because the Bears have been so bad for so long, and he had hope. He was like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I like the Bears." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Oh okay." Maybe I won't give up on the Raiders.
He's just trying to hustle you. You wanted to make a bet.
Oh my
There he
god!
is.
Speak of the
Speak
devil,
of the devil.
Well, sorry about that, guy. I didn't think I was going to make it. I was out cold.
that was
I was out.
scary because I
We
was
knew
just talking about you.
that.
I was out cold, man. I was sleeping good. My dogs woke me up, but I'm here. I made it. Sorry about that,
Right in the
guys.
middle of Raiders corner.
All
That's
right.
right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
ooh, that's right. Sorry, man. Well, please continue.
Oh no, you're gonna have. This is almost the end. You're gonna have to watch the podcast to see what I did during the second half of the Raiders game.
Oh no. Oh
Oh,
no.
I'm not gonna repeat
awful.
it for
Okay.
the 5 people that
I can
watch
He
it.
doesn't want to go through the pain again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
welcome to the show, Grady. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
We're just about to transition to Bears Cave with Grady. Tell us what's going on with the Bears.
The Bears on a bye. The Bears are this is the most I've had the least amount of stress I could ever have during an NFL year.
Yeah,
During
thank
a
you.
bye. I good sleep with a good nap. I feel
Yeah, all
comfortable.
right.
It's nice. It's beautiful. They're on a bye. It's a win.
Well, I
Win.
don't
That's
think
beautiful to
the
hear, man.
owners, the coaches, the player, I don't think they understand like, what the fans go through. It's like
Yeah.
we have work the whole week, so pretty
Mhm.
much the whole week it sucks. And at our job, it's been pretty sucky lately. And then it's like, oh, okay,
Whoa.
it's Sunday. We're gonna my team's gonna play. I'm gonna watch them, give it their all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nope.
It did seem like a pretty sure I'm gonna watch them. Anyways, yeah. No, we just got done talking about our respective teams here and
Okay.
how much we hate them.
Oh,
So you missed the
Cardinals
juicy
game,
parts.
I'm sorry, but I gotta
Yeah.
interject here.
Yeah.
Anybody who still is running with the ball and is like doesn't think about like they're about to cross the goal line, they're about to score a touchdown and gets all nonchalant about it, should be cut. I mean, that's like grammar school shit right there. That's pop
Oh,
warning.
yeah.
You ought to know better than that. Come on, these guys get paid way too much money to do something stupid
You're
like that.
right.
That
You're
is
right.
just there's no excuse for that at all, ever. I'm tired of seeing it, to be honest with you. I'm tired of it. It's ridiculous. I mean you're letting down your teammates so bad when you do stupid shit like that. I just can't imagine just the guilt you would feel going to the locker room
Yeah.
after like that. I just couldn't imagine. Couldn't
Well,
imagine.
we were saying like how deflating that was to the rest of the team. And I
Yeah.
mean, the Cardinals didn't score in the second half. That would have been their only score. And it's like, did they just, they just quit after that? And,
It was
you
a
know,
13-point swing right there. It was a 13-point swing.
Yeah. So I brought up in our first segment that you know how some teams they have these momentum plays. So something like that, you think that like that does the opposite to a team. Like it just
Yep.
it
Yeah.
takes all the momentum out of the sale. It just
For sure. I definitely believe that because those guys, they're giving their all. They're giving 100%. There's emotions behind it and everything. And then something like that happens. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
It's going to change everything. It's
And
going
not
to change
only
everything.
that, you like I was watching the Titans players and they got they were like motivated to play. So I was
I was
like,
super
okay,
energized after
yeah,
that. Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah. We're good. We got a chance to win now. It's all it takes is one play. It changes everything. It really does. Yeah. That was just, that was hard to watch. Yeah. Yeah. There was a bunch of hard games to watch this week. It really was. It really was. And the Bears weren't playing, so that was a beautiful thing.
one of them wasn't you a team.
Well,
Well,
then,
When's the Raiders
yeah.
bye?
yeah,
It's
buys
been the
are
whole
everybody needs
season.
to buy. Yeah.
um, no, I think Z and I were about to discuss which one of us wants to surrender first for our franchises, the Raiders or the Cardinals, because I was saying the Cardinal season is over. After this game, you lose to the Titans, the worst team in the NFL. It's their only win now. You lose in that fashion where you're leading 20-6, 21-6, and then they come back and win in the last second. They've already lost 2 division games. They're done. I mean, division-wise, they're done. They're not making the playoffs. The year's over. And I'm ready for Kyler to leave.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a tough one because I don't think they're getting rid of Kyler. Do you really think they're going to get rid of him?
Well, okay, you're making me nervous now, but
I
I
mean,
really hope so. I can't deal with it anymore. I can't do it. I was considering getting his jersey, and I want nothing to do with that. The matter,
I would
nothing to do with it.
jersey.
do they even make jerseys your size like Kyler Murray? I mean, aren't they too? You're all tight.
Yeah, it's a
No,
good
but
question.
seriously though, the Cardinals they have a shot at the wild card. I think
Yeah.
they have
No, they
a better
don't.
team. They have a better assembled team. They have a quarterback that has the potential to be good, and I just think that there's just maybe a little tweak here and there. And I was saying that maybe a sacrificial lamb might have to be offered up by Gannon. The offensive coordinator might have to be whacked because
Right, but that's not.
the offense has been so sporadic, and it's not. They're not. The offense isn't gelling.
But how's that going to work for them? They fire the offensive coordinator, bring in some new guy. They're going to go into Indiana next week.
Good
They're
luck
going
with
to get killed. As far as the division is concerned, they're easily the worst team. I mean, you
Oh
look
yeah,
at the 49ers, the Seahawks, the Rams.
no,
There's
they
Yeah.
are
no
the
way the
worst.
Cardinals are making the playoffs. Like there's
That,
absolutely zero chance at this point.
yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to be optimistic too, but I'm already looking forward to the next year's schedule. So
Well, could this open the door for a former offensive guru to kind of step in and help out? That was
Who
a
would that
You
be?
fan.
don't you
That was a fan of Murray's when he was in
you,
the
you
draft.
you don't mean Denny Green, do you?
No, from the great beyond. No,
Bruce
uh,
Arians is anyway.
Spirit.
what?
Bruce Arians?
No,
Okay.
No.
no biscuit. No, not him.
Come
Former
on,
coach. Oh
Mr. Wisenhunt.
no,
Ken
I don't know.
Wisenhunt.
You know what he's doing. Former coach of the
Why can't?
Lakers.
Okay,
Big fan of Kyler Murray. Actually said he would
former
draft him.
player.
Yep.
I'd like to end this conversation now.
Yeah. Who?
It's Gruden. It's Gruden, man.
Oh, Gruden.
Oh, no, Murray would wilt under that kind of pressure. Like I was saying earlier, I don't think Murray is someone that does well when you're yelling at him, and that's all Gruden does. As much as I love him, like it's not going to work out.
But you have to buckle up. You have to buckle up and take some criticism for once in his life. I'm talking about Murray. That'd be good for him.
I wish they'd hire me as offensive coordinator. I think that I could do some damage having played Madden every other day for the.
Are we the X's or O's?
Oh, that's what that is. Oh,
Not. Why not? Be dreaming for old coordinator of the Cardinals. Why not? I'd go for that.
that would do it. Or hey, what about Mike McDaniel?
But,
Mike
I
McDaniel.
mean,
He's
Mike
doing
McDaniel.
coaching, yeah.
They just lost to the Panthers.
No, well, he's still coach of the Dolphins, though.
Right.
You got McDaniel.
For long.
I mean, I think Chip Kelly's kind of he's right there too. As far as coaches, he might be another sacrificial lamb.
Oh
Up to
yeah,
the
he's
football
definitely.
gods.
yeah,
Definitely. Yeah.
he's done.
Who
I
else?
mean, we're about to see who has a worse week next week. It's going to be the Cardinals or the Raiders against the Colts. It's going to be the barometer. Who's the worst team?
Let's see here. Oh, okay, yeah. Raiders, Titans. Got you.
Oh, that's next week?
Yeah.
That's funny that we swap like
that's
that.
what you were alluding to.
No, not at all. I didn't know at all.
Oh,
I
okay.
swear.
Right.
That's fun. Okay, I'm going to watch that game too.
Yeah.
Jeez.
What time is it on?
That'll be fun.
That's
Put
gonna be a
that game in
sleeper.
Europe. Send those teams to Europe.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Where is it?
It's in Vegas. It's
Yeah,
the
they're
1
going to
o'clock.
win.
It's the 1
They'll
o'clock
be-
game.
They'll be fine. They'll beat the Titans. I have faith in the Raiders.
I have
Gino-
zero faith.
Gino will be firing it.
Well, they might go with that.
Um,
They might put that rookie in. I forgot what.
Which one?
Is it Miller, the quarterback? I think his name's Miller. Because Geno
Oh.
Smith keeps throwing interceptions, so it's like
He's just an interception machine. He's been giving the
a
ball
lot of
away.
them are his. Oh, you know what I was thinking too when I was watching the game? It was already like 3-21 or something like that. I was like, okay. And there was a play on the goal line. Gino threw in the flat to I think it was Tucker, and it was just out of his hands. Like it hit his hands, but it was just far enough out that he couldn't catch the ball. So it hit his fingertips. And I was thinking to myself, all right, field goal, let's do this. And then the very next play, ball got batted in the air and is intercepted.
Take the points. Yeah, I don't.
Well, yeah, it was a fourth down.
yeah.
Oh, and then there was another.
It wasn't fourth down. Okay.
There was another play that made me laugh. One of the I forgot what quarter it was in, but one of the Colts linebackers was going to tackle, I think it was Janty, and he simultaneously grabbed his face mask and he stuck his leg out to trip him. And so he got On one play, he got 2 fouls called on one for
So was it total
Nice.
yards or was it just 15?
What was that?
I said, was it 15 yards total or
I
was
think they
it?
took the face mask, yeah. So it's 15.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
funny though. That was the highlights from the Raiders Colts game.
Yeah. Thanks for bearing with us through that.
So now what do you guys think? I fell asleep and I'm watching the highlights right now of this Buffalo Patriots game. The Patriots won that game.
Yeah. Uh,
Shit.
Maybe we should
Shucks.
pause. Maybe we
We're
should
gonna
pause.
we're gonna get into that.
I have something real quick talking about Patriots Bills. Was there like an obscene amount of Josh Allen? I don't. Did you guys watch the game? I know
I
Brady didn't. There were so many
yeah,
Josh Allen commercials. I was like,
I
like
believe it.
every
Yes,
other
no,
one.
you're absolutely correct. It
I
was
was
like
like,
all of the commercials.
another
It's
one.
like Josh Allen with pistachios. Josh Allen like is everything. Like,
Which that one was
yeah,
funny. Some of them were like
it was.
Super Bowl funny, you know. Like I like the one with Pizza Hut because he couldn't
Oh,
say
right.
just Pizza Hut. It's like
Pizza Hut. It's like I can't do it. Pizza Hut.
Yeah, he got a lot of dough. If he's got a lot of commercials like that, he's
Oh
not even making
yeah,
good.
he's
getting
living the
paid.
life right now.
Yeah, he's getting a bag. Yeah, good for him.
I mean, he's clearly the best quarterback in the league too. Although Baker might have something to say about that.
Baker keeps putting on a show like that, man.
They're missing like half their offensive line, and Baker just doesn't care. Like, you know.
Yeah, and he's just a fun guy to watch too. I love watching that guy play. It's just fun watching because you can tell it's just all will and determination. He's gonna get it done, and he thinks he's gonna get it done, and it's gonna get it done. You can tell. So yeah, I like that. I do.
Yeah, I dig those jerseys too. Those
Those
retro
old school
ones,
jerseys?
Yeah,
the
that
old
was
school
weird.
ones.
Yeah, back when they were
No.
terrible. Yeah,
Yeah, like
yes, so I guess it's weird to see
Grady,
him.
if you're Grady waking up from a nap and you're like, "What the hell? What decade am I in?"
They're doing good.
Rip Van Winkle here, yeah, for real. Yeah, that was Those.
I
those
remember
jerseys-
nobody really liked those Buccaneers, the old jerseys, but now that's like kind of making a comeback, kind of like the Chargers,
yeah,
the light blue, the powder blue.
light blue Chargers is dope. I've always loved that light blue Chargers and that bolt, that yellow bolt. That's just a beautiful jersey. I love that.
Right.
Mhm.
So I guess we got to fill in Grady about the Patriots Bills. So it was kind of one of those weird defensive games. So the Patriots did the bend don't break type of defense, and man, there was a lot of fumbles.
A lot of fumbles in the first quarter. What's
So they
happening?
were forced fumbles? Were they,
It was
fumbles?
ugly.
Were they forced fumbles or did they just give up the ball?
Both. Like,
Both, yeah.
Punching the ball out and just catching it and turning it around and just dropping it. Like, what?
Mhm.
What just happened?
Yeah,
Sloppy
that
ball.
Even the
Ramondre
commentator,
Stevenson.
yeah, the commentators were like, "Yeah, I think hopefully we'll get more points the second half." You know, it's like, oh, somebody's ratings are taking a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Chris and Mike were too entertained.
Oh, did you hear Mike commentate on the fan that caught the ball and then he like ran
No.
off? Oh, the fan caught the ball. He ran up the stairs, I guess, to put the ball away or something in his vehicle or something.
Oh,
And he
kept the ball.
commentated him going up the stairs, and it was like,
There he goes.
"What are you doing, Mike?"
Just got lost for a second.
Yeah.
And the
I
game
think
was
it
still
was
going,
the-
and it just
I think it was in the first half because it was so boring. Like and then he's like, "Oh, that's the most exciting thing that's happened this game." Like,
oh well, it was. Yeah,
geez.
it was.
That's bad. I did see those uniforms though. They were kind of funky on the Bills. All that white on white.
Oh, you don't like that? I do like them.
No, I do like it. I can't see the numbers. I'm looking at
That's
the
what Mike
highlight-
was saying.
You're not the only one.
That's what Mike was saying. He's like, we can't see the numbers from the
Oh,
booth.
what number is he wearing? I can't see.
Who is that guy? I tell you.
But I mean, other than that, yeah, they're cool looking. I think they're cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
whiteout
like them too.
jerseys.
They should wear them when it snows. That'd be
Yeah, that would
really
be
cool.
yeah, that would be
Because
dope.
then you really wouldn't be able to tell who the hell was that.
Let's see, what was I gonna say? So I did see the first quarter. I'm gonna be honest, I fell asleep after like the second or third
Oh, you fell
fumble.
asleep.
There you go.
And I was like,
Okay.
what's happening? It's like 3-0. Like, okay.
Yeah.
And I woke up
Well,
with 8
it
minutes
was
left in the
6-3 at
fourth
the half.
quarter. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I woke up with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and it was like what, 20? No, it was like 13 to 14 or something. Then the Bills scored. I guess Patriots had 17, so they kicked a field goal. I have it completely wrong. Patriots had 20 at that point, right? They kicked the field goal
Yeah.
at the end, and I saw something at the end where I think when the Patriots kicked that field goal, I can't remember what happened, but there was like some sort of penalty or something, um, where I think it was a false start or something the Patriots committed, and they showed like the fans, like the Patriots are well in kicking range. They showed the fans, and you just see a bunch of um like women and children, like they're playing some song in the stadium, right? Because there's some penalty or something, and the women and children are all dancing, and all the guys are just like super disgruntled. Like they know it's over, like what's about to happen, like hunched over on the rail. Like, just no one is happy. It's just the
And
contrast was
those fans.
hilarious.
Well, I'm sure they had many years of the Patriots taking it to them, and it's probably just coming back to them again. Here we go
Oh
again.
yeah, I didn't even
And-
think about the PTSD. Yeah, that's
exactly.
real.
Again,
So
years to this, I thought we were past this, and boom, back again. That would be brutal.
hide the women and children. They don't even know. They're just happy. They don't even
Yeah,
know
but
what's about to happen.
Diggs is really motivated to come back. You could tell
Oh yeah,
he
he did
wanted
great.
to. He really wanted to beat this team. Um,
Yeah,
I,
he had after the post game interview, and I think they preemptively tried to bleep him. Like they
mm,
preemptively tried to remove his sound because they were like, "Uh-oh, like
Yeah.
it's coming. Like he's about to say something," and then
mhm.
I think
Well, because
he
of
was
what
talking,
happened
and then
with Amon St. Brown in the Lions-Ravens game last week. Did you hear what he said? He
no,
got
I didn't.
he got all emotional. He's like, "We run this shit," N-word. I was like, "Oh my!" And they didn't
Yeah,
bleep it.
I think I did hear that.
They
Oh
didn't bleep
well,
it. So they
well,
had to okay, well, what's gonna
yeah.
happen here?
Well, basically the same thing happened, but so they preemptively bleeped him, but then
They had the finger on the
after they
button.
stopped after they took the finger off, he was like, "Hey, all this shit here." Oh, sorry. He apologized, so it's all good. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
No, that was pretty cool when Almost St. Brown did it because it was just like in the moment and just,
yeah,
emotions are high. I was like, damn.
You gotta those emotions gotta be super high after playing a full game like that, going 100%, giving all your worth. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna lay it out on the line. Something's gonna pop.
I
I
know.
can see that. Yeah,
But I mean,
Um,
okay.
other than that, the game was kind of okay.
yeah,
I
I mean that's why I fell asleep.
I like what Bill and Cousin Sal call Drake. They call him Drake maybe.
Drake maybe he looked
I
pretty
like
good.
that.
Well, Cousin
Yeah,
Sal does. Bill is like,
Yeah, Bill does
we'll
not like
workshop
it, but
it.
uh, Bill's gonna be very happy.
Yeah.
Waiting for the energized podcast that he's going to drop tonight. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, this doesn't really change how I feel about the Bills. I still think they're the best team. They do kind of play down to their opponents a little. They played around with the Saints last week a little bit. That was too close. Um, this kind of makes me look back at the Ravens game and think about like how, I mean, obviously it's a miraculous comeback. Both teams scored 40 points. But I don't think the Ravens are that tough, maybe. And I mean, we saw the Texans drop 40 today on the Ravens. The Texans, who have like the worst offense in the league. And I mean, obviously, there are other reasons for that, with Lamar being out, just not being on offense that much, the Ravens at least. But I feel pretty good about the Bills. I think that they can, whoever they're playing, they're going to be in the game. And I still have them as my probably top team in the league right now.
Yeah, but there's, I guess this iteration of the Bills just reminds me of Elway with the Broncos. Like you have super talented quarterback, mobile, rocket arm. Defense is a little suspect, and I think that's kind of their weakness. So it's, if they are going to go up against a team like maybe the Eagles, I mean, it's going to be very tough for them to, especially in like a playoff setting, like Super Bowl. That's going to be, it has the potential to get ugly, but I do see a lot of Elway in Allen, and it's just like, whoa, this guy is just, like a foot taller, faster, just stronger arm. Like, oh, jeez.
Yeah, he's like juking guys out in slow motion today, even.
Yeah. He's an extremely determined man when he wants to run the ball. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So we did have a game in Europe, Vikings Browns. The only reason I bring this game up is because Skycam. I don't know if you heard about this. There's a couple of stories with Skycam. I forgot what I think it was the Broncos Eagles game as well. So Skycam, the cable for the camera, somebody was going to kick a field goal and it hit the cable.
I saw it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. So Skycam's just blocking field goals now. And then it happened again in the Eagles Broncos game. I think it got deflected. Somebody, blocked something, and then it actually went up and it hit the camera. Like, you see the camera and it's looking down at the player. You can see the ball coming up and hitting it, and then I guess the referees got it wrong both times. So that was interesting.
So they just redo the play? Like,
no, I think they just called it dead. I guess I forgot what they're supposed to do. No, man, they got it wrong both times.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Unfortunately, they messed the game like that.
Yeah, so watch out for Skycam.
Yeah.
Adjust your betting.
The robots are coming.
Like,
they should include that. They should be like,
not responsible
ball to hit
for
the
your
Skycam. What are the odds for plus 5,000?
Hey, give them the idea, they'll do it. I'm sure they're listening right now. They'll do it.
Oh yeah, they have to.
So,
are we gonna?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I want to try something new first.
Okay.
Try something new first. All right. So I have a new mini segment for week 5. It is called a look back, what I learned in week 5, a McDreamy referendum. So I'm going to ask you some questions, okay?
Are they true, false?
No. So how do we feel about the Jets? Because the Jets are 0-5. Now, if you remember week 1, okay. Hold on.
Think about
the Jets don't even care about the Jets.
You remember? You're probably right. But you remember how they looked week 1? I mean, against the anemic Steelers defense. But I was like,
well, that's my game 1 theory.
Justin Fields, the Jets are here. And now we're in week 5 and they're 0-5. They're the only team with 0 wins.
No, that's my game 1 theory. You have so much time to prepare your opponent. And so it's like you just, you have
they just prepared for that game. They didn't even prepare for any other game. They just
that's what happens because you get into the week and you only have like, I don't know, 3 or 4 days to really put in your game plan.
That's not
if
long
that
enough.
first game, you have the whole summer, you have the whole, whatever, however many days you got. But, same thing almost happened with the Cardinals and Bills. That's kind of why I picked the Cardinals to beat the Bills, because they were just going to surprise them with how good they were. And that's just my theory with game ones of the season, the first game of the season. It's kind of like all up for grabs because the team has so long to prepare.
Well, that and also game ones, people don't play their starters in the preseason, like we talked about a couple of shows back.
Yeah.
Guys aren't ready for game ones. Game ones are just, they're not hard. They're not hardened for those games yet. So game ones are kind of hard to determine who's good. You still got to play.
And plus, that's my other theory is a player playing his former team. So you had Fields going up against the Steelers. Is he extra motivated? Because you don't really see him playing like that anymore. I was like, who is this guy?
No, that's what I'm trying to say.
Jersey?
It's just that was such a great game, and he had such a great performance. He was doing flips into the end zone, and I was just like, who is this guy? Like, Justin Fields is back, but they're technically the worst team in the league now. So I do want to apologize real quick to the Tennessee Titans. Because they're not actually the worst team anymore. Watch out, Cardinals. You're up next. But the Jets are. I didn't think they would be this bad, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Even with new coach Aaron Glenn, even with Fields, still have a defense.
And they could run the ball, you would think, but no,
Yeah. I thought they were going to be bad.
Okay, let me move on to my next topic.
Okay.
All right. The Buccaneers. How do we feel about the Buccaneers? Because they've had major injuries the past 2 weeks on the offensive line.
You don't have to raise your hand.
There's actually there's a button on the bottom that says raise, and there's a hand icon. You can click that. You don't have to physically do it. But the Buccaneers, a lot better than I expected. I thought they'd be pretty good, but look, you're missing half your offensive line for like 2 weeks now, and Baker's just cooking. It doesn't matter. Like, put anyone out there in front of him, and he's gonna eat their lunch. Like, he's gonna win the game. Still my favorite quarterback to watch, and I think he's a serious dark horse MVP contender at this point. Like, he's got to be second or third at this point. In the MVP race. But I was just wondering, did you think the Bucs would be this good?
Personally, I have to give all the respect in the world to two quarterbacks that I didn't give a lot of respect to earlier, like when the season started. And one of them is definitely the Tampa quarterback. He's a lot better than what I thought he was, and I got to give him his props. He's got all the determination in the world. He's got a lot of skills. He's elusive. He's got a great arm. That guy's the man. Him and Jaden Daniels are two quarterbacks that I've
Jaden.
I've changed my mind on both those guys. I wasn't crazy about both of them in the beginning of the season, but hey, I'm man enough to admit those guys can ball. So,
wait, who's the who?
Okay,
I'm sorry. I was looking
Jaden
at
Daniels.
I was looking at because you wanted to know MVP. So Mayfield is fourth. So you got Josh Allen, Mahomes.
Goff.
He's always going to be there.
Oh, come on, get out of here.
Mahomes has to be
That's
there.
just stupid.
He has to be in the talk.
Honorable mention.
Jordan Love. I wouldn't put Jordan Love in there.
I'd put him like fifth, yeah.
And then Baker.
I put Baker.
No, there's just no way. Baker has to be at least third.
I put Baker.
I'd put Goff in there too. Just
well, Goff is all right.
That doesn't make any sense. These people don't know what they're doing.
I don't know.
He just like quiet.
No, I think we should be the MVP committee.
Yeah, but no, I thought Baker. I've liked ever since he was on the Rams and he beat they beat the Raiders. The Rams just signed him that week, and I was like, sign this guy. Just. He can obviously play. You've seen him play. You did it with Minshew. sign
Could you
Baker.
imagine the Raiders with
Oh my
Baker right
gosh.
now? It'd
Pierce
be
would still have a
crazy.
job.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah. That
They wouldn't have to
will
do anything. Like,
Yeah, but the Bucks, I mean, and then Baker, what I think they've gone to the playoffs twice, right? I think they've won. They have 2 wins. So
yeah,
you know, yeah, Baker, I think he's earned the right to be in the MVP category, you know. So just looking at um what was this? Um FanDuel, I mean, I would place him probably 3rd in quarterbacks. You know, Barkley's not doing that good. I mean, all the running backs aren't doing as well. Um, but do the
Jonathan
Bucks
Taylor.
realistically have a chance to? Because they've already lost to the Eagles, so they're probably one of the teams that can knock the Eagles off. You know,
They've done it
realistically.
before. 2 years in the playoffs. 2 years ago. But yeah, I mean, I'm rooting for them. The Bucks are a fun team to watch. Um,
Well,
all
yeah,
right.
I think Colin Cowherd, he really didn't like Baker like when he first came out, so he was always dissing him. So now I think he's got to eat some crow because I think Baker is at least a capable quarterback, and I've always, you know, like I said, ever since that Raider game when he was with the Rams, that's when I was like, okay, you know, he's at least above average. He's not a
Baker
bad
can win
quarterback.
you some games. Baker can win you some games being in there, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. The last thing I wanted to get into. Um, so you've heard of the term good bad teams, right? Like, let's say the Dolphins, like 2 years ago, were like a good bad team. They were like beating all the bad teams. So they looked good. They had a good record, but they couldn't beat anyone over 500, right? So I think that's like the Jaguars today. I think they're like the good
Whoa.
bad team.
Hey.
Hold
Hey.
on. Struck a note. Yeah, I do think they're the good bad team. There's still time. This is week 5. This is the week 5 referendum. Um, but I want to introduce our first bad good team, the ever elusive bad good team. Because I don't think we hear this too often. We usually hear about the good bad team. But I'd like to introduce the LA Chargers. The LA Chargers are a massive disappointment. We
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
they were juggernauts coming into the season, the first 3 weeks. And ever since they fell flat to the Giants and now the Commanders. And, Jaden Daniels was hobbled wearing a knee brace or something. It's the Cardinals. See, it's working me up. It's just bringing back some PTSD, all the bad teams.
Just breathe,
The Chargers,
McFlurry. Just breathe.
the Chargers were up 10-0 at the half, I think.
Yeah.
And I think they lose like said 27-10. It was not good. 27-10. So they were shut out in the second half, just like the Cardinals. The difference between them and the Cardinals is like I really do expect something from Herbert. Um, you know, he's kind of like under the microscope as well, just like Kyler Murray. But the thing is, people actually care about Herbert. People talk about him like one of the best quarterbacks, and they're just falling flat. So I want to ask you, do you agree with that assessment that they are the bad good team? Because normally I think like, yeah, they're pretty good. They're competent. I like their coach. I like their quarterback. But somehow they're losing to these teams. I mean, look, Commanders are obviously a decent team. They did have hobbled Jaden Daniels, but like the Giants starting Jackson Dart, are you serious right now?
Yeah.
That they're a good team, but I don't believe in their consistency, and they can lose to anyone. Is how I feel about them.
Because I think that the Chargers, Harbaugh likes that. I think he's got a problem with his offensive line. He likes to bully people. He likes to run the ball, run it down your throat, bully people on both sides of the line. It seems like their offensive line isn't what Harbaugh needs to be able to run his system right. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it's
Alt
injured.
is still out. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That could be an issue there, but their offensive line is not clicking. He's not enforcing his will like he did back in Michigan or in other places. Like back in the day when he was in San Francisco, they were running the ball down people's throat, and he was all like in your face about it too, and all like, "Okay, we're going to do this, and you're going to know, and we're still going to do it." He can't do
Mhm.
that, but they're throwing the ball more than they're running the ball. It seems like almost, with
Yeah.
that offensive coordinator over there. So it's not it's not what we see as hardball ball. We've
Mhm.
seen the hardball ball that works, shoving it down your throat and running down your throat and, not being able to stop it. And this isn't it. So it might have something to do with it.
Well, this has been kind of the Chargers' MO, even when they had LaDainian Tomlinson and Rivers and Gates. I mean, they had Super Bowl talent and just didn't live up to it, whether it's the
Yeah.
coaching or players. And I
Mhm.
mean, they had to go up against the Patriots too. So I guess that's kind of, the Patriots ruined a lot of people's years. But from what I read in the preseason, the um, consensus was the Chargers. They should be good, but they're probably like a year away from actually doing anything. And I was kind of high on them
That's
because
fair.
they beat the Chiefs in um, wherever they play. I forgot where I think it was Brazil.
Brazil. Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, okay, maybe they're getting on track. But I was just looking at some of their stats here. I mean, Hampton only had 12 carries, and it's like
Again.
if yeah. So if you want to, help out Herbert, you're gonna have to really get that running game going. But
Yeah.
this has been kind of the knock on Herbert too, is like he has potential. So he's kind of like sitting at like maybe average quarterback, and he has that potential tag on him. But this has been, and I've seen the Chargers for Jesus years, so it's this is you know kind of their mo. It's like, yeah, they're super talented, just don't, for whatever reason, don't get the wins. But it looks like they probably need to run the ball a little bit more. And then I think part of it was the quarterback they were facing, because when I saw this matchup, I was like, oh, Daniels is playing. I don't know if Mac's playing. They're probably going to have issues with a mobile quarterback. So this game was kind of like, I don't think they were going to win it anyway. I wasn't too optimistic on it.
Really? Okay. I mean, Vegas was, and so was I. But yeah,
Wait a minute. Were they in your parlay?
several, and yeah, so that didn't pan out. I gave him 3.5 points, so they couldn't even do that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, people have been talking about the Chargers so far this season as they mentioned exactly what you just mentioned, the Chargers of old, but saying that it hasn't been like that, I think, until last week, pretty much. And now we see it happen again where they lose. So this is more familiar. Like I said, I think that the Chargers, I think they've been revealed. They're officially the first, the ever elusive, bad, good team. It's like a hot girl that you see, but you just don't know she's crazy looking at her. So you go to
The
talk
worst
to her.
com-
Yeah, things don't go
the
so well.
worst-
But that's what I'm reminded of. They look like from a distance. I'm like, wow, look at that team, and then I watch them, like, holy shit, what's happening? So,
I would
I
like to
don't have
apologize
much
to all
faith.
the hot girls who listen to this podcast. McNamee's commentary does not represent Z or Grady.
oh, I'm sure there's just so many.
Please don't leave.
You never know.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. That's what I had
All right.
for my week 5
Oh,
look
well,
back.
so your theory about the the Jaguars is gonna kind of hit tomorrow. So you got Chiefs, Jaguars. So you
This is
think
a real
Chiefs are gonna
test.
probably take it?
I could see it
Uh,
going either way, honestly, but the Chiefs
it's in
finally have all
Jacksonville.
their dudes back,
And they lost
and they're
this week.
looking.
What was that?
Say again?
The Chiefs lost last week, didn't they?
No,
No,
they killed who? Who did they
the
kill?
Ravens.
Like,
They
Okay,
killed the
okay.
Ravens. I
yeah,
think it was
they
the
killed the
Ravens.
Ravens, right?
All right,
But
never mind.
Jackson got
Right.
hurt.
I mean,
So
the Texans killed the Ravens today.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jackson wasn't there, but
All right, so
so
sorry.
we'll
yeah,
see.
I
It'll
do.
be a good game.
I think I think I still selected the Jaguars to pull that one out. Um, and yeah, I mean the only reason that I picked the Jaguars as kind of like a dark horse was because they have the quarterback. They have um, that team has already kind of been in the playoff hunt, and they've kind of seen the highs, and now they're in the kind of lows. And I'm just like super optimistic on the Cohen, the head coach, and just kind of reviving Lawrence's career there. But I think that the Jaguars are. I think they're gonna pull it out. Actually,
All right, I can't wait to see it. I'll be at home watching it tomorrow. That'll be a good
as will
game.
I.
Not
Yeah.
me. I'll be working, so you guys enjoy yourselves on that one. But yeah,
We'll text you.
yeah, please do. That'd be
Yeah,
neat.
boss called. He wants you to do our benches for us. You're gonna be
I'll get right on
getting
that. I'll get
benched.
right on.
So
You guys don't worry
Oh, he's
about that.
already.
watch out.
He's
Watch out.
quadruple benched.
It's all good. Don't you guys? Don't
He's on 4 lines.
I'll take care of it all. It's on me. I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
My man. All right. Okay.
Okay.
No. No, that's pretty much it.
Why
Our
don't Why
last
don't you
thing there.
walk us through that, Grady? Who is your fuck up player of the day?
Fuck a player
Which
of the day.
category is this replacing?
So
I don't
let's.
know, but this is my category here. If we're not replacing any, because I talked about
This is
this
all
earlier.
encompassing.
Yeah, it's all encompassing. It's the Cardinals running back who was running toward the end zone. Did we talk about this earlier?
Demarcado.
Demarcado, yes.
Yes, we mentioned
The
him.
end. You did mention this, okay? 'Cause I wasn't here for that, but this just bugged the hell out of me. You got these pro guys that are just running, and their whole team depends on them. The whole stadium, the whole city depends on them, and they do something as selfless as that. And you're showboating. There's no reason to do it. You learn this in like Pop Warner football to protect the ball at all times, and you do something like that right as you get to the goal line. You get all nonchalant with the ball, and it gets knocked out, and it's what, a touchback?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
went
the
out of the
Titans went down the field, scored.
Yeah, that's a 13-point swing. 13 points because they didn't get the extra point. But still, 13-point swing on that.
That's
Eh,
killers.
That's a killer. That's a killer every single time. I don't understand why players still do that. I do not get it for the life of me. You can do all the dancing and having fun you want after you get in the end zone. I'm all for it. But you should be able to enjoy yourself after you work all day and work to get down the field and score. I get it. Celebrate. But make sure you're over the touchdown. I mean, make sure you're over the line. Come on. How hard is that?
Yeah, and then
That
I also said that there was no real like goal line view, so it was always at an angle. And I know they have cameras in the pylon, so we've never really seen definitively, hey, the ball never crossed the goal line. It's
it
always
shouldn't even be
an angle.
Okay, so I mean, we kind of touched on this before you got here, Grady. But let me ask you: so, if you're running with the ball and you're about to cross the goal line, if you're letting go of the ball and the ball's on your fingertips now as it crosses the plane, is that a touchdown or did you lose possession? If it's still on your fingertips, because
I
that's what I saw.
Yeah, sure. And I question if you have control of the ball if it's just on your fingertips. You know what I mean? I mean, is that control? I mean,
I wouldn't say you lost it either. Does that make sense? Like at that point, I wouldn't say you've lost possession. Like, for me, like I would question possession if you just caught it and then like you're trying to get possession as you're crossing the line and then it sort of
Mm,
comes out,
right.
So was possession ever maintained? But this is like he had possession and it's like rolling off his fingertips as he crosses the plane. At least that's how I saw it. You
Hmm.
think that's a touchdown? I thought it should have been a touchdown, but obviously just a bonehead play either way.
I honestly, and this isn't probably the way they should do it, but it's such a bonehead play. He should get penalized for it, and fuck him, he fucked up. Yeah, I don't think there's
Yeah.
any. I mean, even if there was a benefit of the doubt, he doesn't get it because it's so stupid. So yeah, there's no benefit of the doubt. No, and I know that's not the way you do things, but it's just so annoying to see players do that. I just don't get it. That is so selfish in my mind. It's just so selfish.
Yeah, so we can have him be subprime beef category and the Nathaniel Hackett offensive player of the week. Just like we drew it up.
Um,
Drop
well,
the ball before you cross the goal line.
wait. So I mean, this was supposed to be Jizzle Player of the Week, I
Oh,
guess.
well, the
Isn't that what
Jizzle.
the fuck up replaces? Or okay, either way, moving on.
Well, I thought so.
So
I was gonna say, and then he could be the Jizzle player of the week if he gets cut. Just get himself out of a job.
oh, there we go. I mean, okay, so he's like the third or fourth string running back, and he's been in Arizona for a few years. I think he just got super excited that he broke one, and like he
Yeah.
just, and still, like you gotta run through the play, through the whistle. Yeah, that's bad. I mean, he could really be cut and would earn that Jizzle Player of the Week. He was also my offensive player of the week. Um, was that also your, I guess, fuck up player of the week, Z?
Oh yeah, I would put him in the first two. So the offensive player and subprime beef. The
Oh,
Jizzle
okay.
player. I don't know. Was there a play or maybe Skycam? It's gonna it's gonna get itself canceled if it keeps blocking
Skycam.
field goals. Skycam.
I think Skycam was the Jizzle player of the week. Just for blocking 2 kicks.
One Scott on my team.
Yeah. The Raiders should
all right.
install
Well,
it tomorrow in
well, for
preparation of the
subprime,
Titan game. Yeah.
for subprime, I'm gonna go in a different direction because I've had it.
Ooh.
For the second week in a row, subprime goes to the Chargers. I'm officially done with the Chargers. This is
Yeah.
McFlurry here now. I'm pissed off. They've messed up 2 weeks of parlays now.
I knew that was it.
I'm not betting on the Chargers anymore this season. They should win these games, and they don't. They're like the hot girl. You find out she's crazy. So I'm not doing it anymore.
What if they play the Raiders?
She keep trying to pull me back, but I just can't do it. They play the Raiders. We'll talk.
Yeah.
So this question,
It's the hot. I guess it is the hot girl. I'm
so
listening.
this is who's the new hot girl then? You got your eyes on somebody else
For
being the new
Um,
hot girl. He said that they were his hot girl and they're not hot anymore. So is there someone else that's catching his eye?
oh,
I mean, probably like the Bucks. Honestly, I like the Jags
yeah,
even
I,
more
sounds
than the
like yeah, you're
Chargers
getting that
now.
Baker love. Yeah, you're falling in
I
love
didn't
with
think the Bucks
Baker.
would be this good, like especially without their line. So and Bucky Irving's out. I think
I think I called that
Mike Evans.
smaller running back.
Yeah, yeah, but they've been fine. So I don't know. They Chargers just pissing me off. I can't do it.
Yeah, they're a disappointment, especially with Harbaugh. I thought they'd be better than this.
Um, I guess for offensive player, honorable mention. When Kyler got injured, the Cardinals. Like I said before, I missed the play, so I saw it in slow motion, and I just see the football flying towards Kyler's face because he wasn't ready for the snap, and just hits his face mask, bounces off, and he's got a dive on the
He
ball
didn't
or,
know what
whatever.
happened. He's all
And apparently he hurt his foot. I didn't see what happened, but he said he
He's
hurt
been-
his foot. He left the game for like 2 or 3 plays, and he came back and he wasn't mobile anymore. So mobile Kyler Murray is not very good, if you didn't know. um, so he can't even see over the line first off, but now he can't like run to try to get around it either. So
So he can't stand up.
um,
Yeah, that's for sure.
no, it's bad. They lost to the Titans. Um,
that is bad. Bad.
anything else for your subprime? You had the Deep Marcado. That was also your subprime.
For me?
Yeah, both of you.
Yeah, so for I'd throw him in offensive player of the week and then also subprime beef. Did you have a jizzled player of the week? Somebody that jizzled themselves?
They chiseled themselves.
I mean,
I I just want to say the Chargers defense. Because look, they had a chance like 2 or 3 times to, they stopped the Commanders and they're on offense. They couldn't do anything, but going back to defense, it's like they would basically bail out the Commanders in like the final quarter. It would be like 3rd and 10, long pass incomplete, pass interference, holding defense, something stupid to just, to give the Commanders more life. And like I said, bad, good team. Yeah, that's it. Real quick, I do want to jump into some Phoenix Suns action. As the preseason has started,
Mhm.
and the Suns just beat the Lakers a few days ago. So
Yeah.
I'm a little divided on how I feel about
Did Luka
this,
even
because I like
play?
both teams. Luka is not playing for
Yeah.
a few preseason
So
games.
doesn't matter.
LeBron's not playing, of course.
No, they're not gonna be
Dominating.
You know who was? Who was playing? Dominating. That's right. DeAndre Ayton was playing. And there was a good sound bite from the Suns Lakers game where Ayton's in the post and he puts up a shot. He bricks it, and you hear Booker go, "Hell no!" Because they hate each other apparently.
Oh, nice.
And then yeah,
It's easy.
and then on the subsequent possession, they throw an alley-oop to Jackson Hayes on the Lakers, and he just posterizes Devin Booker. So, there's a little bit of action going on in that game, but it's preseason. I'm excited the NBA's back. Not too bullish on the Suns. I did get 2, that's right, 2 Kevin Durant jerseys. I know, Z, you were talking about players not being on the team anymore. That's why I don't get their jerseys. But they were $25 each. So yes, thank you very much.
Oh, so
just
so
sports.
Durant on the Suns. So it's a Suns jersey.
Yeah, I got the black one, with the sunset colors, and then the like the Valley one. It's kind of like an old school looking one. It's purple.
Yeah,
I remember those.
I like those.
Yeah. So $25. Like, hey, I'll take both of them.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I don't think
yeah, that's it.
I'm not too keen on NBA anymore. I'm more old school. Move with the ball, play defense.
Play defense.
This iteration of of basketball, it's just gonna be me angry. Why didn't this guy? All they do is run to the corner, just
And
shoot
shoot
threes.
Just the professional pickup league.
They don't. They don't move without the ball. They just stand there. Nobody's setting picks. Nothing.
Defense. Jumpers. Nobody's
Yeah,
going to bucket hard, slam dunking like they should be in traffic. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, the podcast is going to be interesting. But I do think the Suns will be better just because addition by subtraction. You don't have Beal anymore.
That's good.
They were forcing Durant to do too much. Like, he's more of a scorer. Like, he had to defend. He had to, play against.
You mean you have to play defense?
Yeah.
We needed to play half of the game basketball. Exactly.
Play both sides? That's crazy.
For me, that's always going to be a what if. What if the Suns just traded for Durant, didn't do the Beal trade? I think they would have been better off.
What if they got LeBron?
Well, that's
There was
kind
that
of
time
another
where-
what if. It's like he could have, you know, that was before the KD trade, and we had
Right.
the two forwards, Johnson and forgot the other guys, Mikal Bridges,
Bridges.
and then you had, you add LeBron to that. I think, I think he would have won more championships here. He wants to be the greatest.
Huh.
We could have I could have seen a championship for once.
For what? Yeah.
Once.
Many more years until that.
We all,
just wanted to bring up the Suns.
we
real
all
quick.
can't be as lucky as Grady and live through the MJ
Don't-
years.
2 years. Don't get me started. That's been basketball with basketball. I'll sound like an old grumpy man if I start talking about that. Believe me, you don't want to hear about that.
Well, the rest of us had
I
to
do.
live through it.
Oh, well, hey, you know what? Chicago get shit on anyway, so we needed that. So yeah, we needed that. We needed a good team for a few years, so it worked out for us. And now we're back to shit. So the Bulls and
Oh,
terrible.
jeez. You got
Bulls are terrible.
Buzelis.
Yeah, he's a decent player, but they don't even start him. So hopefully he'll get to start this year. We'll see.
Yeah. I do want to quickly give a shout out to the Phoenix Mercury in the finals. Watched a few minutes of that today. It's game 2. They lost to the Aces.
Is game 2 already?
So they're down 0-2, and it's a 5-game series. Coming
What
back to Phoenix. So
where are the what town?
Las Vegas.
Okay, that makes sense. All
Yeah.
right.
So there's a team for you to root for, Z. Representing Vegas. I was looking up prices for the Mercury game, courtside, because that's the only place I'm going to sit. At least $2,000. So I'm good, but definitely not the $10,000 that they would be for the Suns in the same position, I guess. So, maybe I'll catch a game next season or preseason or something. Try to get those courtside. I just want to be on the court. That's it.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Meet
Jack
some of the female players.
There you go.
Anyways, this has been the Valley Sports Podcast, Week 5. Thanks for joining us. I'm McDreamy.
I'm Z.
And I'm Grady.
Yeah, thanks for being here with us. Stay tuned. Next week, more NFL action, Week 6, NBA preseason, and the results of the WNBA finals. And we'll see you next time.